You have established the fact that as a music minister, a songwriter, a gospel artist, you can make money from your craft. How do we see it in the light of people that are commercializing the church, pastors that are commercializing the church? Is that also allowed?
You have just gone into a very, very big issue. Pastors commercializing the church.
The church.
So you are welcome back. We have JBS here with us,
Yes, sir.
and he's asking a couple of questions. I'm enjoying the session, and I'm sure he's enjoying the session as well.
Definitely, sir.
Okay, then, so we want to go on now.
Okay, sir. So now that you have established the fact that as a music minister, a songwriter, a gospel artist, you can make money from your craft.
Okay.
How do we see it in the light of people that are commercializing the church, pastors that are commercializing the church? Is that also allowed?
You have just gone into a very, very big issue. Pastors commercializing the church.
The church.
That's such a big statement that may apply and yet may not apply. Let me, can you give me time to just...
Of course,
okay,
of course,
then,
sir.
thank you. When we say commercializing the church, it means that that thing has become something set up purely for
business.
For business, to make money, for commerce. That's what it means. But I'm sure that that's not all you have at the back of your mind.
Of course, sir.
All you have at the back of part of what you have at the back of your mind will be people, even though it is all to preach the gospel and everything, they are making good money out of it. So we will not call it commercializing the church, or maybe taking advantage of the setup to make money. Do you think are you more at home? Yeah, because
Yes,
the
sir.
moment you say commercializing the church, there are some people who will say that doesn't apply to me. Because he will say, I didn't set it up for business. But when we say, well, it's all supposed to be gospel, but arrangements have been made in the scheme of things such that the person leading can, take good care of himself very, very well, without using that language commercializing.
Oh,
I hope
yes, sir.
so. Let's first of all understand that before I will answer my question, your question.
Yes, sir. So, basically, sir, I feel while growing up, the pastor that brought us up already gave us an orientation about we not collecting money from the church, we not giving. When you give, whatever money you give, you are giving it to God, and all of that, which are in a way are true. But the misconception, especially when it comes to tithing, this and that, you just spoke about structure that will help the man of God, because as much as you are working for God, you are serving. And also, so please, can you just help us shed more light
I will try.
it, sir?
Now, when the missionaries came,
Okay, sir.
the missionaries were actually being paid not from the income of the churches. They were being paid by the missions board. Maybe in England, many times there's something called SIM, Sudan Interior Mission or whatever. It was being funded completely from there. So it was easy for them to say, all the monies you are contributing, we're going to use it to build or to expand or to do this or to do that. We are not taking your money. That was it then. And so at a point in time, that was seen as a model. And so some people were saying, in a similar way, we're not taking money from you, we're just doing the work. Now the people who say that they are being supported some other way, there's going to be need for support. All right, there's going to be need for support. Now, people who are not being supported any other way, there's no way it will not be the church that will support them. For example, what we see in the Bible, that Paul wrote to some churches and said, support, I'm going to send so and so person. When he gets to you, sponsor his trip to the next station. Support people that we send to you. You have supported me. He says support people that we send, and support such. In other words, if not just these ones that are sending to you, such other people may send similar people. Support them from the church funds. That is the proper thing in the Bible, actually. So you see, the church should support its own workers, you know, and like pastors, you know,
Yes, sir.
for example. Yeah, the church should indeed support them. That's the proper thing. That's what we find in the Bible. It's just that when the missionaries first of all came, there was so much poverty that if you said these people should support the missionary, they can't even support the missionary. It's not wasn't possible. So they had to support the missionary from some other through some other sources and things like that. And that leads me to, because you mentioned tithe in the course of talking.
Yes, sir.
That leads me to some people who go on about you don't need to make people pay any tithe. They should give when they like. You shouldn't. A lot of them have support from other places.
You're right.
And then they will go on and talk as if they are more fantastic than the rest of us. You know, they have support from some other places, including oil blocks and stuff. I mean, God help us.
Amen.
I want to go to your next question.